Hello, everyone. This is William Armstrong. This is an article in Mashable that I'm going to read that notices a T-Mobile get the titanium iPhone 15 Pro on us that I don't really need to pay attention to. I need to close that. But here it is. There's a giant ad over top it. But it says here this is written by Matt Bender on September 26, 2023, and this is it. iPhone 15 reported issues are piling up. 5 common problems we're hearing. The new iPhone rollout hasn't been completely smooth on Apple. These are the known issues. iPhone 15 owners have had their shiny new device in their hands for a few days, and we're starting to get a better idea of the latest release from Apple. Most have positive things to say about iPhone 15, but it's not just Apple detractors who are voicing the complaints. In fact, there's a number of widely reported issues with the new iPhone 15 that should be on the prospective buyer's radar. Fortunately, most of these issues are fixable with a software update, and Apple has signaled that those are in the works. Mashable's own Stan Schroeder had a chance to test out all the new models iPhone 15, iPhone 15 Plus, iPhone 15 Pro, and iPhone 15 Pro Max. In short, he's a fan. He has yet to come across any of the reported issues. Here's a roundup of drawbacks that have been plaguing new iPhone 15 owners. 1. iPhone 15 gets way too hot. As Mashable recently covered, iPhone 15 users are reporting that the device gets way too hot. Ouch! Some users are claiming that their phones overheat during taxing mobile gaming sessions. Recording intensive high quality 4K video also reportedly causes thermal issues. Others even say that simply charging the device causes the iPhone 15 to sizzle. Ugh. Some reports state that the phone gets so hot that it becomes too uncomfortable to hold for a phone call. Woof. Adding to customer testimonials, tech outlet Android Authority decided to put the overheating issue to the test and found that the new iPhone 15 ran much hotter than the latest mobile devices from Google and Samsung. Apple could likely fix at least some of the overheating issues with a software update. However, analyst Ming Chi Kuo, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, claims the overheating issue is likely caused by compromises that were made in the new iPhone 15's thermal design in order to achieve a lighter weight. For now, iPhone users will need to wait to see how Apple will address this. Whew, this is going to be very lengthy. A bug causes the iPhone to freeze during setup. Uh-oh. As Mashable has previously reported last week on the iPhone 15's launch day, some unlucky iPhone 15 users were stuck in an Apple logo boot up loop while trying to transfer data from their previous iPhone. Luckily, though, this is one issue that Apple has already rectified. An iOS update released on launch day fixed the problem for users. New iPhone 15 owners should see an option to upgrade to the new iOS on setup. Users who do get stuck in the loop can take short series of actions to reset their device and upgrade to the new iOS, allowing them to launch setup without a hitch. Slow, laggy iOS. Some iPhone 15 users are also complaining of lag or choppiness while using the phone. It is likely that this issue is more related to the newly launched iOS 17 than the iPhone 15 device directly. Also, many apps are probably yet to launch an update for either iOS 17 or the new iPhone, so any degraded software experience related to that will be fixed as soon as those updates are pushed out. I've been using an iPhone 15 Pro Max as a daily driver for a week now, and I haven't experienced anything unusual, Schroeder said when asked about any potential bugs he came across. It doesn't overheat, it's fast, and charges normally, but even the fine woven case looks great with no scratches nor marks. 4. Fingerprint attracting chassis. As mentioned, practically everything we've just branded down can be fixed or addressed with a software update, but what about issues regarding the chassis? iPhone 15 users have been reporting that the new titanium body is causing trouble too. First up, dirt, fingerprints, and other blemishes are apparently much more common on these new devices. Others have reported scratches, even the display alignment issue straight out of the box as well. Users who have found issues with the phone before it even comes out of the box should definitely take it back to return or exchange it. It is unclear how many users are affected by these issues, but it doesn't seem to be widespread. As for the titanium body's propensity to get mucked up, users probably don't have much to worry about. The only thing I've seen out there that I've experienced personally is the discoloration of the titanium due to fingerprints, Schroeder said. That's temporary, though. Last but not least, 5. The new iPhone breaks too easily. Arguably, the biggest issue facing the new line of iPhone 15s is the durability of the device. This is something built into every phone and isn't solvable with a software update. This is a hardware issue. Some longtime iPhone users are showing that the new generation flagship phone line breaks much more easily than the older models. YouTuber Jerry Rig Everything, for example, went viral for a video he made testing out just what the new iPhone 15 can withstand. It seems like the new iPhones, particularly the iPhone 15 Pro Max, didn't pass his tests. In one widely shared video, Jerry Rig Everything puts pressure on the device by pushing it with his fingers, and the back of the iPhone 15 quickly cracks. Yikes! Would the average person normally do this to their phone? No, but the point is, the iPhone could face similar force when the user sits on it while the phone is in their pocket. Uh-oh. Make that the back pocket. Or their pocket. It doesn't matter which pocket as long as it's not the back pocket. If it's a side pocket, uh-oh. If it's a back pocket, uh-oh. But furthermore, Sam Cole of AppleTrack performed a drop test on the iPhone 15. Cole found that the older iPhone 14 handled the punishment much better than the iPhone 15. In fact, the iPhone 15 Pro was completely unusable after a series of drop tests. What was even more interesting about the test is that Cole believes that the titanium body build isn't solely to blame. He suspects that the curved edges of the new phone played a role in the device's weaker body as well. Again, we previously mentioned this isn't an issue that Apple can solve with a software update. Cole recommends buying a case for the expensive iPhone 15. So that's all I have to say in this video. That these iPhone 15 issues are not widespread, but they're isolated, just like the previous iPhone battery problem and iPhone Bingate issues that plagued Apple pretty badly after reports were circulating about the iPhone battery and the iPhone Bingate. I do remember hearing about the iPhone Bingate problem. I remember hearing about the iPhone battery issue. I've heard about those before. And the one thing that's irrelevant, but I want to mention, is the stupid Bolt's Quick Charging Pro ads. Excuse my language, but those ads are really stupid ads. Like, you get these ads like phone charging slowly, like there's the best mobile charger on the market or something like that. It's those former Bolt's Quick Charge Pro ads that are suspicious. I'll show you. Hold on. The YouTuber Crazy Ken actually made a video known as Crazy Ken at the Computer Clan on 2021 about the Bolt's Pro charger that is a scam, that's fake. And this, I'm going to go to Quora here, and here you go. I'm going to actually talk about that a little bit. I no longer see those ads, but this one right here, Robert Murphy from a year ago says, "Oh my gosh, as fast as you can away from this so-called product." Well, I meant to say, should run as fast as you can away from the so-called product, as Robert Murphy mentioned. I don't know if it's a he or she, but this person ordered a Bolt's Pro, and this person says, "I was sent a USB Bluetooth adapter instead. I called Bolt's Pro customer service and told them that they sent me the wrong item. They insisted I sent them the pictures of the useless item they sent me. I complied. I also informed them that they wanted a refund, not an exchange. They emailed me back offering to discount the item 75%, crediting my PayPal account the remaining balance, and informed me that it would be easier for me to accept their offer than rather go through the hassle of paying to send the wrong item back. Yes, you read that right. They want me to pay the shipping to send the item back. I did not order. It gets better. I replied that I would not pay for shipping for the return of an item they mistakenly sent me. They totally ignored my request and offered to discount the useless item to $85, therefore eliminating the hassle of having to pay for and ship the item back to them. This is a very lengthy post on Quora, but you can pause to read if you want. But basically, it talks about that the Bolt's Quick Charge Pro charger is actually not legit. It's basically a fake, phony charger that is an ad on YouTube that makes claims about your phone charging slowly, that the phone can override the operating system with deep AI technology and smart defrag technology, which is a bunch of BS. It's BS. Even Crazy Ken on the Computer Clan on YouTube debunked it, but it is BS. Like, there's a charger that is heavily advertised, but it's technically just a BS charger. It's phony. This charger claims to charge a phone to 100% in 11 to 15 minutes, which is actually fake. Quick Charge 3.0 just can't do it, though on the package it says it has 3.1 amp or even 3.5 amp, but it's actually impossible, as I understand, because most chargers use something like 2 to 2.6, and the top is 3 amps. Long story short, this charger is actually a scam, indeed, because it makes false claims that are too good to be true. I give you one example of something. Hold on. This charger is actually a Motorola Turbo Power charger that is a 20-watt wall charger that is rapid charge that works with the Motorola phone. Certain models support Turbo Power quick charging that is 20 watts, but it is a fast charger in some cases. It works with some phones. Basically, Turbo Power is a rebranded Qualcomm quick charge that fast charges a phone. It takes about 2.5 hours. 15 minutes gives you some battery power, but if you leave it on for 2.5 hours, it'll almost get it to near 90%. But it obviously will slow down charging when it's getting near 90%. This is the specifications of the Motorola Turbo Power, and it's standard 5 volts at 3 amps, and the Turbo Power 10 volts 2 amps, Turbo Power 12 volts 1.67 amps. That charger adjusts the voltage in amps depending on the phone capabilities. It does work with at least with Motorola phones only. These are the list of Motorola phones it's compatible with. But when I got my Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G from Metro by T-Mobile, not a sponsored ad, by the way, it's not sponsored or endorsed or anything like that, not sponsored too much, not at all. Well, when I got my Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G, it came with a 2 amp charger. When I got my Moto G Pure from SafeLink Wireless, a Lifeline provider, that also came with a 2 amp charger. And when I had my Motorola Moto G7 Power, it came with a turbo power charger. And when I got the Motorola Moto, or the Motorola, hold on, Motorola Moto E5 Plus phone, that phone came with a turbo power charger through a micro USB cable for the first time. When I got it, at the time I went to Metro by T-Mobile to upgrade my phone, I was told by the store employee to do for a, I was like told about the Motorola phones with a turbo power charger that will fast charge your phone if you leave it on for 15 minutes, things like that. So that's why I ended up getting it, because I was told about the fast charge, which I just selected a phone that will fast charge and not take too long to charge. It will just quickly charge it, and when it's nearing full, it'll slow down. But the past smartphones I've had have had chargers that are charged at a slower rate, which would take longer. An example of my first smartphone in 2012, 2013 was a Samsung Galaxy SGH i747 or Galaxy S3 phone that I got in 2013 for Christmas birthday, 2012, 2013. That was a smartphone that didn't have a fast charger. It charged slowly, but it was an Android smartphone at the first time I first got a smartphone then. But subsequently, the phones ended up getting later would have a fast charger, just the Motorola ones. Things like that. So this is William Armstrong signing out. I will see you next time. Bye bye.